Hello world, it's yours truly, Route Combo, aka the Professor on the 6, bringing you another ranked match on the road to top 100. I'm the red 49ers, my opponent took the white 49ers, moving up the leaderboards pretty well, minus that one bad loss I had when the guy played with the Chiefs. But we're looking to rebound from it. He fumbles the ball, gets the recovery. That would have been a huge thing. And then the very next play, what do you know? Hits me up top. Luckily he didn't go in the end zone. He fell down. But it hits me with the fade route the very next play out of angle from the Philly playbook. So what the first thing I noticed the first drive is he's running the Philly playbook, which is very tough to stop. Luckily I made an ebook out of it. I know every single formation to Manningham, and so it's very tough to stop. But luckily I know every single play, and so I just need to make sure to adjust to it. And as you see right here, Crabtree trying to get the T-bag, and he's running edge sting on me. I motion over the running back to pick it up. And then he used the safety, as you see right here. He had a choice to pick either A, the drag route, or Y on the fade. He chose the drag route, so I punished him with the touchdown. Hits me up once again with the fade route as I score. I tied up the game 7-7. You see, I'm just trying to take away that fade route on the left side, and I have pretty good coverage. Take away everything else. Get a nice stop there. Second down. He caught me on the line, which is unfortunate, but he probably would have completed it anyways. He had a nice little comeback route. A really good pocket presence, able to escape and let his lineman pick it up, and he has a wheel route from the backfield. And if you can give it like 30 to 35 yards down the field, it's going to get open, and that's what he was able to do by stepping up in the pocket. Unfortunate, once again, he is able to recover his fumble, sack him again. 4th and goal from the 28. What is this guy thinking? It's 7-7, beginning of the second quarter. There's just no point for that, and there's just no need, man. Just take your points. There's a time and a place to go for it and not take your points, but that's not it. That's not playing to win. It's not playing smart. Just a boneheaded decision on his behalf. Dot up, throw a dot to Manningham once again in between the zones. I have a really nice post route that the deep route clears out the post route for the zone, and you just have to throw it in between all of them. And I was able to do that. I drive all the way down, and oh my goodness, throw a pick. This is PA spot from goal line. I've made a tip about it. I know how to run that play. I know when it's going to be, what's going to be open. I knew it was open. I knew RB was open for the flat route. And I just pushed A for whatever reason. I chose A. But luckily I come back with an interception, a pick 6 to give me back my 7 points. I wanted those. But instead of being 21-7, it's 14-7. So I'm back on my high horse. I'm feeling confident again. I'm playing really good defense on this guy. He has really good pocket presence, and so it was definitely hard to blitz him. But I've never had trouble all year defending the read option for whatever reason. But you see right here, a lot of people like to put contains to stop the FL screen. I like to do that as well, but another thing I like to do is I call a corner blitz, let the corner come in. A lot of times he'll go and pick it off, but instead he just let it go off his dome piece. So we got 3rd and 7. I do a delayed screen. Just a safe play call. Take my field goal if I don't get anything, and instead I fumble and he recovers it. Because earlier in the game, twice now he's recovered his own fumble, but instead, then he hits me over the top of Vernon Davis for touchdown. 14-14. He's fumbled the ball twice, recovered it both times. I fumbled. I do not recover it. I have a case of the drops, and then he had 2 wide open guys going deep. I don't know how they got open, but it is what it is. Did a really nice job right there of letting that route get open and move over to the side of the pocket so I can have a nice, clean, safe throw. We got 12 seconds to half. Got to throw it in the end zone. See a guy wide open. Throw a dot. LaMichael James drops the touchdown. So instead of being 21-14 at half, it's 17-14. But look, I took my points. You got to play safe. You can't be a dummy now, So I'm up by 3 points. It could have been 17-17. Heck, I think I could have been up big time. But then this is when edge thing gets me. Boom, sacks me once again. Hops over my running back. Sack, fumble. And of course he picks up the fumble and he's going to take it to the crib. Or is he? No, Randy Moss is going to catch him. But of course he recovers the fumble and takes it all the way back into the red zone. So I'm up 17-14. Does a really nice job of swerving the spy. Hits me with the FL screen. Gets down to the 1 yard line. And so now here's where I got a D up. First down did a pretty good D. Second down I knew the screen was coming. And so I did it up. Third down, I don't understand why he hit a quarterback draw right there from the 5 yard line. And so 4th down, instead of taking his points once again, he decides to go for it, and it paid off this time. I still don't think that was a proper move because I feel like you really need to tie up the ball game. He had two drag routes, and he made a nice read, and one of them ended up getting open. And talking about open and dropping, Lockett once again with another drop. Right here, this was a bad play by my part. I should have just ate the 8-yard sack and made it 4th and manageable. Instead, it's 4th and 20. I go for it and get 18 yards, and I just wish I didn't run back like that. I was trying to run back and just throw the ball away, but bad decision on my part. My opponent does a really nice job on defense of mixing up his blitzes and coverage defense. But all he did was edge sting the blitz. I know what blitz was coming, So right there, I'm trying to just hit him up with the screen pass because I see edge sting coming. Once again, edge sting's coming, so I got to get it out of there early. For some reason, his edge sting is flying through, and I'm having trouble to stop it. And then he does this one blitz. I think it's one of the sugar blitzes, and he run commits middle, and his D tackle shoots through the A gap. But if you move over just a little bit, if anybody ever does that to you, he gets picked up. And as you see right here, I'm going to show this one more time. Look at this. Look at Frank Gore getting big. Boom, 1-2. Takes 2 blockers out, and then Davis does the rest, and rides the defender into the end zone to make it 24-21. He had a holding call. I declined it. So 3rd and 10, 4th and 10 now. He threw the fade route a little bit too early because he was worried about the pressure. The last defense series, I was sacking him, sack, and so he felt the pressure. I didn't send the pressure, but I ended up throwing it a little too early. That's what happens whenever you start seeing the blitz. Just like in real life, man. Quarterbacks get a little pass happy back there and just throw it a little early. As you see right here, this is my adjustment I'm showing you. I was sending a blitz from that left edge, and look at this block. Look at that bait. I gotta thank Gotham's for that. The man who got me to learn how to bait. Oh my goodness, man. He really did teach me how to bait. You might be like, how does he teach you how to bait somebody? But it's a progression. When you first start playing a football video game or Madden, you're really bad, and then you get a little bit better. You get a little bit better. I'm gonna go on a little tangent here, but this is definitely a good game. So check it out. But you get a little bit better, and then you reach a point where you're at a level and you're not improving. And Gotham's really did help me get to the next level of, besides just setting up your blitzes so that you get in a guide or whatnot, make the adjustments on the back end. And then after you make the adjustments on the back end and you're sending the blitz, take away their first option, bait their first option, and make them throw. Look at this. Once again, boom, baited him. I knew he was going to throw the fade, so I decided to line up on the cornerback and made him think he had inside position instead of baiting him. So thank you, Gotham's. And, I really hope y'all enjoy this. And, I'll probably go further into detail about, the improving in Madden and exactly the little process of it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this game. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more. On our way to top 100. I'll see y'all on the sticks. And roll Tide.